The question is, what is the complement of the language accepted by the NFA shown below? So the NFA has three states where one is a terminal state. So basically these two circles represent a terminal state, and the circle in which there is an entry arrow is the starting state. So the NFA has a starting state. If A is an input, it goes to the terminal state. Epsilon basically talks about an empty string. So it will go to another state. From there, another epsilon will come back to the start state, and so on. So this is the given NFA. There are four options. Option A, null set. Option B, the empty string set epsilon. Option C, A star. Option D, A comma epsilon. So the first thing we need to do is to find out the language that is accepted by this NFA. So first we enter the start state. Here the only input possible is A. So when you enter the start state, the language is null. You haven't given any language yet. If this was a terminal state, then null is accepted. But this is not a terminal state. So as of now, you haven't accepted anything. So here you give A as an input and it goes to a terminal state. So A is part of the accepted language. Null is not. A is part of the accepted language. Null or epsilon basically. Epsilon is empty string, right? So if this was a terminal state, epsilon is accepted. So here epsilon is not. You give A and go to a terminal, so A is accepted. From there the only possible is an epsilon. So A is one accepted string. A, epsilon, epsilon, A. So we can't stop in a non-terminal state. We have to go to a terminal state. So you entered A, then you gave an epsilon, then you have to give an epsilon, then you have to give an A. So it's A, epsilon, epsilon, A. Since epsilon is empty string, A, epsilon, epsilon, A is the same as AA. So AA is accepted. Similarly, AA, epsilon, epsilon, A. Again, epsilon is empty string, so AAA is accepted. So if you see, the language that is accepted by this NFA is A, AA, AAA and so on. This is represented by A plus. So A plus means there should at least be one A. There can be any number of A's. So that is what, this is the language accepted by the given NFA. So the complement of this NFA is the NFA which will accept the languages which is exact complement of this, which is the inverse of this. So A plus is accepted, which means it accepts 1A, 2A's, 3A's or any number of A's like that. So the only language that is the complement of this is 0A's, which is the empty string. So the empty string is not accepted by this NFA, but will be the complement of the language accepted by this NFA. So option B is the right answer. Option C, A star, basically says A star means it can have 0 A's or 1A or 2 A's or 3 A's. But you say that 0 A's is not possible to be accepted here. So that is not the answer. Option D, if you see, he says A comma epsilon can be accepted, but A is accepted by this NFA itself. So that is not the complement of the language accepted by this NFA. So option B is the right answer.